All right, so I pulled the dash apart and I noticed there's like black stuff all on these electrical connectors. That really has it a lot. You can see where it's been. So I'm gonna take some alcohol and a swab and just try to clean up these connections and see if that works. If not, I found one at the junkyard for 50 bucks. Let's see what happens. Holy shit, that actually worked. All right, guys, so that's all I did was what I showed you I was gonna do, and now watch. It blows on 1, blows on 2, blows on 3, blows on 4. Oh, okay, 4's still a little glitchy. You just have to go back a notch. But before, the only setting it would work on was 2. I'd go to 4 and it would go to 0. 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna take this back apart since I know this is fixing the issue. I'm gonna clean it up even better, and I'm gonna put some electrical grease on those connections because I can feel it's a little bit catchy, which before you couldn't feel anything at all. It was just like nothing. You could feel it was doing nothing. So I am mind blown that that actually worked. I'm gonna take it back apart to show you what it looks like. We did get a lot of black, greasy type stuff off of the connections. 1, I can hear it work. 2, 3, 4. So as long as you don't go all the way past the 4, it turns off. That's it, guys. Holy shit. Wow. All right. So I haven't seen anybody talk about fixing it like this. I've seen some guys say you had to super glue the back piece. That wouldn't have done it in my case because it was snapped in tight. The back part of this was snapped in tight. I seen a guy say you have to replace this whole piece at the dealership. That's $500. You can find these on eBay. I was looking at them. They're about $130, $120. So worst case scenario, get one off eBay, guys. Make sure yours looks the same and has the same numbers right here, because there are different ones. Don't go to the dealership and buy a brand new one. If this fix doesn't work for your car, just go find one either at a junkyard. I found one at my local junkyard for $50, which now I don't need to buy. Wow, I'm so happy this fixed it. I'm hoping it gets better when I put that electrical grease on there so it can slide more easily. And I want to say that grease kind of helps with the connections too. So I'll make a final video right after this. Just give me a minute, I'll be right back. All right, so I have this pulled out, and to get this pulled out, guys, as you look at the front of the car, you'll see there's a little groove right here for you to stick a screwdriver in. I stuck my screwdriver in, and it was pretty freaking tight. It's kind of scary filming how you got to pry on it. So push the screwdriver in, pry it up a little bit, get some space for your plastic pry tools so where you don't tear your dash up. Push them in there, pop it off. There's no screws anywhere. I started right here. It was very tight. I worked my way up the side and just pried it out, pulled it out towards you, and then worked to this side. Let me show you the tools I used. Those little red tools, those are just pry tools you can get at like AutoZone. Because if you use metal tools, you're gonna tear up your dash. All right, so, all right, let me show you the back of this. So look at how much crap we got off of that from the first time. Look at all that junk that was inside there on those electrical connectors. I just used some alcohol. So this thing, the other guy's video showed that he just super glued this all shut, or plastic welded it, but mine's tight, it's not loose. So that's not the issue for me. If yours is loose right here and not clipped in like that, then that's probably an issue. But for me, this thing's solid as a rock. This doesn't move or twist or anything. This is solid. So pop these clips out, pop these 3 clips off, and pull it off, and then I'll be right back with you in just a second. All right, guys, just doing a voiceover because I had some music playing for this clip. So I just pulled that piece back off. I used some more alcohol and another Q-tip to clean up the connections a bit more. Get as much of those dark spots off as you can. Just get the whole thing cleaned up as much as you can. Then use some of this dielectric grease connector. Put some of that on a Q-tip, and then you're just kind of put a light layer on the electrical connections. And this is going to act as like an oil for these metal connections, and that's going to make things turn out a lot better in the end. So make sure you do this step. All right, guys, so just to recap, if your knob is being glitchy at all, if any of the numbers are stops or starts or some of them don't work, could be any of the numbers. If there's anything weird with this, that is your issue. So you'll get some pry bars, some pry tools. You'll stick this screwdriver, you'll find the little slot that's right here, stick it in there, pry it, get a pry tool in there, pop it, okay, it'll pop out, then you'll pop your way up, pop, pop, pull it, okay, then it'll start coming out right here, you'll see it separate right here, then work your way on this side, pop, use these plastic tools or else you'll screw your dash up, then pop it out, the whole thing comes out, there's 4 little clips behind it, there's no screws holding this in, it's all popping, okay? Then you take the back cover off as I showed you, clean it, get some dielectric grease on there, and then you'll see, I don't know if you can hear that, but now it works on 1, didn't work at all on 1 before, works on 2, works on 3, works on 4, okay? So it's fixed. 3, 2, 1, off. It works like new now, and it feels right. Ever since I got the dielectric grease in there, it feels as it should. It's not catchy. So basically, I think what happened is, from the factory, they didn't put any dielectric grease on there. So as with time goes by, that connection starts to get hot, and then it builds up like crap on it. So you get that crap off, and then you put the dielectric grease on there as it should be, and it shouldn't get hot anymore, and it shouldn't burn like that anymore from here. So hopefully that saves you guys a bunch of money. Do not pay anybody to do this. This is very easy to do, guys. I haven't seen anybody show you to do what I just did on any of the other videos. There's always some kind of weird, different thing they showed you, but I'm willing to bet that this is the issue in 95% of the cars if you're having an issue with the climate control. So if you guys like this, hit the like button, show me some love, subscribe if you want. I have tons of random car videos, stuff like this. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.